I am a cider drinker. I drink it all of the day. Boys and girls, welcome to another cider review. And in this one, we're off to, well, we've got a staple of supermarkets everywhere, I'd imagine. We got Bulmers Original, super smashing great, clocking in at 4.5%. This was picked up from Sainsbury's and it was only £1 a bottle. £1 a bottle. Got a cat just kind of like getting up there. I didn't know what that was. So I'd see this brush hanging about here. I thought it was a bit of Ken Dodd going on. Anyway, it's made with 100% British apples. Whatever variety of apples, I wouldn't have a clue. It could be anything. Just chuck it in, stick in a bit of Bulmers cider. Natural sweetness, it says, so there's no artificial stuff going on. So this is out of Hereford, apparently. So there you go. Never had this before in my entire 48 years of life on this planet. So I'm not expecting much. Let's crack it open. Smoke, it's going. Oh, got it in time. Got it in time. Oh. So it's a bit lively. A little bit lively, boys and girls, to be honest with you. This cider thing's getting good actually on this channel. I go through phases on this channel. You sometimes go through a phase of doing about 10 ciders and you leave them alone and you go on to something else and do something else. But you have to admit, I made a kind of like a small New Year's resolution to kind of like get back into them. And I have to say that I've enjoyed them so far. So I can't see it changing at the moment regarding cider. So cider in the glass, as you can see, very clear looking. A fluffy 1 and a bit fingers worth of head to her. I get the aroma. And yeah, you get you pick up the apple. There is acidic vinegarness about it, to be honest. It's there. I've noticed that they've got the sodium the sodium metabilisulfite in this, which is your farty smell, usually anyway. But that doesn't smell like farts, unless you're farting over, unless you got wind from having too much apple crumble, to be honest. So I'm going to go in. So cheers, everybody. I have to say it's very, very sweet. It's really sweet. What's it say? It says Bulmers is now made with 100% British apples, sourced from local orchards, and is free from artificial flavourings, colours, and sweeteners. To me, that is so sweet. You could be forgiven for not thinking that, about the sweeteners. So let's get to the cider business. Let's get to the cider. Is this one of these ciders which you go out, people have a place like Weatherspoons on a Saturday night? It's a little bit sweet, it's a little bit refreshing. Or is this a cider where you go out and you drink and you think, God, that is a good cider. You pick up all the elements of apples. You can just feel like a high quality cider. Well, I have to say it's a little bit like the former for me. It's sweet, maybe overtly sweet, slightly watery for me. So it's got a little party piece because, some people like a sweetness, refreshment, I saw it advertised with ice cubes in as well. So it's one of them ciders which, it's a little bit of a novelty act in a way. It's a little bit of a, a bad joke from a Christmas cracker, if you want to call it that. But for me, it's not a cider I would resonate to at all. It's too sweet for me. And it feels a little bit artificial in a way. It just feels, you're not picking up much apple. You do get the essence of apple, but you're not picking up, the apple core or the apple skin or the elements which is, associated with the apple taste, So you're not getting that. It's just kind of like, yeah, bit of apple, bit of sweetness, and that's about it. So for, says Fred and Percy there. I don't know what that's about. For the price I paid, £1. I paid £1 for this. So for £1, you can't grumble. Okay, for £1, you can't go wrong. It's sweet, it's pleasant, and that's about it. Feels a little bit cheap, yeah. Compared to others on the shelf, it's the one I wouldn't go to. So on that score, if it's £1, buy it. If it's more than £1, I wouldn't bother about it, to be honest. It's a little bit, a little bit sweet, a little bit, bit false, a bit, fake cider. So for me, it's not one I will go back to, but I can imagine a lot of people liking it. So boys and girls, Bulmers original, give it a go. Tell me what you think. For me, it's not doing it. It's just a bit too sweet in the mouth. Thank you very much for watching this one. Please subscribe and in the comments. Do whatever you feel is right. And subscribe, hopefully. See you on my next one. Cheers.